Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to Global Impromptu Speaking session number 177. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today is Eid Mubarak to all of you. It's first day of Eid in few countries and second day of Eid in few countries. No matter wherever you are, it's just a matter of celebrating an occasion and becoming people together and forgiving if you have grudges in your hearts. Ladies and gentlemen, I will not take much of your time, but to tell you all today, the host is Toastmaster Sujit J. He is Impromptu Topics Master, but by the way, just to let you know, Naveed has also joined in. He's in the room right now. You can decide whoever would like to pick this Topics Master's role. You decide and run this show. Toastmaster Vita has started the recording. This recording will be shared on YouTube very soon, shortly. So please put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Sujit J to host the meeting as the Topics Master. Over to you, Toastmaster J.
Thank you so much, DTM Amjad, for giving me an opportunity to be the topic master for the day. I will start. I think the first, I would like to start with Toastmaster Savita. And the first question I will give to her is are you comfortable with being uncomfortable? Toastmaster Savita, are you uncomfortable being uncomfortable, comfortable with being uncomfortable? Toastmaster Savita, over to you, madam.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sujit, and my greetings to everyone present here. If I have to be comfortable, or if anyone have to be comfortable, you have to know the thing, I feel. If you know the process, the things are known to you, it becomes easier. It makes you feel comfortable. Comfortable or uncomfortable means something unexpected, like it happened with me when I first time joined the Toastmaster Club. I didn't know ABCD of this. My spouse took me along with him. And, the one role were being played and one person was coming on the stage going, another was coming and then going. I was not aware what is happening. Inside, I was not feeling comfortable. So, and then the impromptu speech started. And they called for the stage one by one, some role members and then guests. Yes, true. I'm confessing that I was not at all comfortable with that uncomfortable feeling. The impromptu session was very challenging. I went on the stage, was given the topic. Topic was easy. I thought I can. But when you start speaking, nothing comes in your mind for the first time. What you have to speak, just 2-3 sentences. Then I was just staring at the crowd. With what confidence? Where is that comfortable gone? Yes. If anything is known, then it is comfortable. To face unknown, it is uncomfortable. I think with experience, exposures, with your knowledge, that uncomfortability slowly goes away. Yes, with Toastmaster impromptu speech, I was not comfortable. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Sujit.
That was a wonderful take, Madam Savita. I can resonate with that. The same story happened with me as well during my journey of the Toastmaster. So there is nothing better than we to kind of resonate with that. Next, I would like to request Toastmaster Sarvan sir to unmute himself.
Yeah, I'm okay, Mr. Sujit.
So Toastmaster Sarvan sir, your topic is, in the end, it is not the years in your life that counts, it is the life in your years. It is in the end, it's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. Toastmaster Sharman, over to you.
Yeah, as a table topic master, friends, and sometimes we plan to achieve something, but in the end of the session or the period, we have achieved not the same thing, but I think up to some extent we have achieved. So because of consequences happening or during the middle of the session, or we if we say I started a project, I can say I was supporting to coordinator has a project coordinator in famous area in Sri Lanka, Sigiriya. So when I started this project with German, a number of interruptions, getting line agencies, about 16 line agencies approvals, always stuck with the lot of bureaucracy. So you have to go through the bureaucracy and somehow achieve uh, all those what do you call this restrictions and come to a conclusion to getting the approval. So though we are in Sri Lanka, we need investments, but when it comes to the government line agencies, you have to go through the all these bureaucracy, and they somehow they block and they are not what do you call this favorable in doing projects. So that actually we have to have enormous uh, strength, and they're going to, according to the government services, they alternate your, your success, I can say. So you have to have the, when you go to government agencies, you have to have a very, I can say, smiling face, present, and you have to listen to everything. You have to say the sir and madam, even the small person in that organization, and getting things done. So when you are doing a person like the coordinator as project, you are sandwiching double side from the government side or the line agencies or the owner side. So better to plan for the worst case scenario also. Over to you, Mr. Table Topic Master.
Thank you so much, Salman, for the wonderful take. Although your voice was little slow, feebler, but it was good.
Okay, okay.
Next, I would like to request Toastmaster Sushant Gopinath to unmute himself.
Am I audible?
Yeah, perfectly audible.
Yeah.
Question to you is, the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. Toastmaster Sushant, the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. Toastmaster Sushant, over to you.
Thanks, Table Topic Master. Indeed to say, that's one of the quotes I really love to speak about. It's something to stop you and then start doing. There is difference between thinking of doing something and really doing something. And I'm the type of person who is still thinking about what I'm going to do. And I have a lot of experience to share with you. Whenever you start thinking, there is no limitation. It's your only imagination. So it just keeps on going. But that's not a mistake. But the first step, which is we are not trying it, that's the mistake. Whenever we think about something, we got to note it down, we got to try it. How does that come out? Is there any twist turns, any corrections need to be done so that the final output could come perfect? That's what we are missing, friends. We think everyone thinks of doing so much of stuff, but the only thing is that we don't do homework for it, and that's the biggest mistake. I like maths, but since because I understood just a few concepts, for example, in algebra, I thought that I do well in maths. I got to do a lot of practice, right? Everyone needs to do a lot of homework so that they do something perfect in it. And that's what is really needed in everyone's life. We all are thinking, but we are not doing the perfect homework for it. We are doing it, but it's not perfect up to mark sometimes. So I would like to conclude by saying that it is not, it is correct to think. It is perfectly your right to think and imagine and dream about what you're going to become. But also, doing homework is what makes it come true. Thank you. Over to the Table Topic Master.
Very nice take, Sushant. I completely agree with that. Next, I would like to call Toastmaster Akshay to unmute himself.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, perfectly all right.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Loud and clear.
Okay,
Topic
thanks.
for you. Yes,
Yes,
the topic for you is believe you can and you are halfway there. Believe you can and you are halfway there. Toastmaster Akshay, over to you.
believing what? Believe you can, right?
Believe you can and you are halfway there.
Yes, believe I can, and I'm halfway there. Yes, that's really means a lot for me. Good evening to my fellow Global Impromptu members. I always believe that I'll become uh, one of the fellow XCOM member in my Toastmasters club. Last year, I was a non-XCOM member. Still, I used to help people. I used to hope like I am a part of XCOM, but although I was not. But this time, I took up a role as a sergeant arms in my club, and that really helped me to get in touch with my other fellow XCOM members. And I feel like one day I'll be the district director in my district in Toastmasters. But it is not an easy task. First, we have to be active XCOM. Then we have to give others chance also. So it's not easy. And today I would like to say that I am believing myself that I will become one of the good leader in the Toastmasters. But I am halfway there, which means I'm a part of XCOM. That is one of the halfway I would say. In future, I don't know. If I continue my Toastmasters journey, I will be one of the district director in future. What do you mean to say? And what are your opinion on this, Toastmaster Sujit? Over to you.
I think Toastmaster is a platform which kind of develops not only your communication skills and leadership skill as well. So taking up this role, whether at the club level or at the area level or at the district level, division level, helps you groom and become a better leader. And I think you did the right
Thank
thing.
you. Thank you.
So that was
Thank you.
give a big round of applause for Toastmaster Akshay. So for such a wonderful day. Next, I would request.
You're on mute.
Sorry. I request Toastmaster Babu Gupta to unmute himself.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah. So for the topic for you will be, what will you never give up on, Toastmaster Babu? What will you never give up on, Toastmaster Babu? Over to you.
I don't know what should I give up or what should I give up not in my life. It's not me. It's my destiny that will decide that what I will give up and what I will take up. For example, if I am sitting here right now in this meeting, then I am giving up the time that I can spend in watching some television show. So it's a very difficult question. I have seen people changing their preferences frequently in their life. For some people, same people, something is important at some point, and at other point, other thing is important. When I was too young, I used to think that I will be a good cricketer. Yes, I used to play cricket with my fellow friends, but I never thought that I will give up on that. But things gradually changed, and I came into a professional life, and then that thing happened that I never thought of. I had to give that up, and I have to take up my professional life, my business as my career. But the main important thing is that whatever we take up or whatever we give up, we must say positive. We must think that whatever happens, happens for a good. We should never stuck on one part only, that if this thing is going away from my life, I will stop living my life. No, the new door will always open, because when you are giving a door, then someone else is entering on that door. That means someone else is also leaving a door, and you will also get an opportunity to enter that door. I will give up many things in my life, but the most important thing is I will take up many things as well. And that's how I stay positive in my life. And I tell everyone that don't think on the things that are not with you anymore. Thank you, and back to you, tabletop.
Lovely take, Toastmaster Babu. Big round of applause for him. Next, I would request Zoom user to kindly unmute and switch on the video.
Turn on your video, please.
Hi, this is Mukesh here.
I'm Mukesh. So I'll give you the next topic for you.
Mhm.
Is if you can't do great things, do small things in a great way. Toastmaster Mukesh. If you can't do great things, do small things in a great way. Toastmaster Mukesh, over to you.
Hi, this is Mukesh here from Mumbai. It's not always required that one person should can achieve great things in life. Wherever whatever, can do things which matter to everyone, which can be good to everyone. So that's the objective, to do small things and in a good way, and to see that those are of great value, helps people to achieve good things. So one should not be disappointed or demotivated if they are not able to achieve not do great things in life. They can do wherever they are, whatever they are, the things to the best of their abilities, and achieve greatness in those tasks and help others. Thank you.
Thank you, Mukesh. Nice take on the topic. Next, I would request Toastmaster Puneet to unmute himself. Hi, Puneet. You are there, hopeful. Hi, Puneet. We can't hear you. Can you confirm you are there?
You can call the next one in line.
Yeah. Next is Toastmaster Farida. Can you unmute yourself?
Yes, I'm unmuted.
The topic for you, madam, would be, what question do you often ask yourself? Toastmaster Farida, what question do you often ask yourself? Toastmaster Farida, over to you.
A very good evening, my global impromptu family members. The topic that has been given to me is, what question do I often ask myself? I have stopped asking myself questions. I have totally stopped asking myself, are you the best? Have you done your due? Have you completed your duty? Have you completed your tasks? Have you completed your chores? Is your house spick and span? Are there no dirty dishes in the sink? I have stopped asking these questions to myself a long time back. Am I pretty enough? Am I tall enough? Am I stylish enough? Am I well dressed enough? I have stopped living up to people's expectations a long time back. And believe you me, this is not to attenuate those people who are very conscientious about these things, but this is just to tell you what my mentality is. And believe you me, that since I have foregone all these worries that am I enough? Am I up to the standard? Am I completing all my daily chores? This has really given me a lot of freedom. Freedom to do the things that I love. Freedom to make conscientious choices of self-love and self-care. And really, guys, I would advocate this for all of you. I know I'm not supposed to use slang, but I'm sorry for that. I love you all so much that it just spills out of my mouth. I truly would wish all of you to come to this thought process earlier on in life, because I spent the first 50 years of life killing myself, absolutely killing myself, trying to get the best marks, trying to get the best in career, trying to get a better salary, trying to get a better, beautiful house. Everything should be perfect. Crockery set should be perfect. Table should be perfectly laid out. Food should be perfect. Clothes should be perfect. Figure should be perfect. Weight should be perfect. BMI should be perfect. So since I have stopped worrying about all these things, I have stopped asking myself all these questions, it has liberated me. So this is my take for tonight. I'm going to keep it short, but this is my real take for tonight. It's a real life lesson from experience. Liberate yourselves. Stop asking yourselves all these unwanted, stupid questions. The only question that you should be asking for yourselves is, did you live a befitting life of being a human being? That's it. Love you all. A very good evening to everybody.
A big round of applause for Toastmaster Farida, man. What a lovely take. It kind of, that this is going to be a key takeaway for the day for me. Just not play puppets in the hand of other, and don't be perfectionist like life or not. So thank you so much, Farida, man, for sharing a story so beautifully. Next, I would request Toastmaster Navneet. Can you please unmute yourself?
Am I audible, sir?
Toastmaster Navneet.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, perfectly. You are loud and clear. So question for you is, excellent is not a skill, it's an attitude. Toastmaster Naveed, excellence is not a skill, it's an attitude. Toastmaster Naveed, over to you.
Thank you very much, table topic master. My topic for today is excellent is, sorry, can you put it on the chat?
Yes, I will. Yes, it's there. Excellence is not a skill, it's an attitude.
Excellence is not a skill, it's an attitude. Good evening to all of you. My topic is, excellence is not a skill, it's an attitude. Well, I was reading one quotation from Jim Rohn. It was about that if you if you take the discipline and take the free will, you will have a regret when you take the free will. So if you want to avoid the regret in the end, whenever you are doing something in your life, take discipline as your attitude. And when you take the discipline as your attitude, the excellence come on your way. Well, in our religion, there is a word Ehsan. Ehsan means excellence. Some people name their children or child as a Ehsan. It means the best of kind. And there are tasks you can compare with. There are the normal task, a good task, and the excellent task. And the, when you are working in your company as well, you are compared with the benchmark, with the standards, with the best performance ever produced in your company or in your institutes. So when you are having excellent mindset, you will be performing better than good. Like a quotation says that shoot for the moon, and if you not reach at the moon, you will reach among the stars. When you are having a best or the benchmark attitude, you will at least reach towards a better goal. So thank you very much, Avatar Master.
Thank you, Navneet, for a lovely take. Next, can I request Toastmaster Puneet if you are there?
Yes, table topic master. Sincere apologies for not responding. Yes, Sujit, am I audible?
Yeah, as I'll give you the topic. Once you see the result, it becomes an addiction. Toastmaster Puneet, once you see the result, it becomes an addiction. Toastmaster Puneet, over to you.
I think your topic reminds me of Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, who were deeply obsessed with the result. Hello, everyone. Just few days back, I read this path. I'm reading an amazing book called who was actually a coach, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, and they're the author. I can't remember the author name right now. Okay, he has written this latest book called Winning. Tim Grover, yes, he's the author of that book, Tim Grover. So you can check it out on the Amazon. So Tim Grover was a coach to Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, and Tim gives a very interesting insights about the lives of Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, who were beyond par excellence. And that is something which can also help us in our own life as how they were massively obsessed with excellence. Now it's okay to sometimes it's okay. We always tend to get self-compassionate, right? That hey, I don't care about result. But let's admit it, the world cares about result. On a personal note, uh, as a Toastmaster, if you're an experienced Toastmaster and a person who has won district level table topics contest, I'm pretty sure people will respect district table topic champion a lot more than a normal Toastmaster like me. I've only well till division. So at the end of the day, let's admit it that results speaks for itself. And results also becomes addicting, as the topic table topic master rightly said, because you enjoy that process, you crave that rewards, that recognition, that name and fame which you get. But for that, you have to first start enjoying the process. Rewards will be part of the journey, and rewards can be addicting at times. But in my personal opinion, I felt that every time I went to the table topic contest to win the trophy, I have lost every time. But the moment I went with an intention to enjoy the competition, I won most of the time. Most of the time here, disclaimer out here. So friends, results can be addictive, but it depends on who you are. If you're a person who loves to follow process, in which case, which I do, and even Bhagavad Gita rightly says, follow the process, don't worry about the results and reward. And I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy the rewards, and you might get rewards, but at the end of the day, it's about enjoying the process. Well, with regards to rewards, I think it again depends from one person to the other. It works for Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, but every time I went with an intention to win a contest, I have lost every time. So it doesn't work for me. So rewards are not addictive for me, but I prefer the process part. Thank you so much, Table Topic Master Sujit, for giving a profound topic. Back to you.
Absolutely true, Puneet. Uh, you should always go with the process. Result will follow, as rightly said. So next, I would like to call Toastmaster Sunita Madam for the next topic. So for you, the topic would be, what is your idea of perfect vacation? What is your idea of perfect vacation? Toastmaster Sunita, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sujit. This is like putting salt in my wounds. I'm here in India on a long vacation. For the past 4 months, I am on vacation. I came for a 2-week holiday and UAE decided to stop the flights, and I'm here, stuck here for 4 months. So my idea of a perfect vacation was a whirlwind visit to all my relatives, my children, do a little bit of shopping, enjoy the good weather, but go back home, because home is, after all, sweet home. But unfortunately, or fortunately, not really unfortunately, I'm stuck here for 4 months and I'm trying to make the best of it. So I'm enjoying the company. That's one very important thing in the vacation. You need to have good people around you. So I'm with my children. I'm enjoying the company. After a long time, we are spending time together. So really making use of that priceless family time. I'm enjoying the good weather, which is a very important thing in a vacation. So the weather is beautiful, glorious. I'm enjoying the monsoons like I have never done in so many years, because I'm in Bangalore. I'm usually in Kerala or Mumbai, where it rains non-stop once it starts raining. Bangalore, you have showers and then it stops and the weather is just too good. So I think good people, I'm cooking, so good food, I will compliment myself. The good food, good people, and good weather, that's what makes a lovely vacation. So I'm having a lovely 4-month vacation. I'm one of those lucky people. Over to you, Toastmaster Sujit.
Thank you, Sunita Madam, for sharing your story. Lovely story. Next, I would like to call Toastmaster Prashant. So Toastmaster Geeta Kashyap.
Yeah.
Yeah. So topic for you, madam, is which quotes resonates with you more than any other? Toastmaster Geeta, which quotes resonates with you more than any others? Toastmaster Geeta, over to you.
Thank you so much, and good evening to one and all present here. The quote that resonates in my life is, where there's a will, there is a way. I always follow that. I know there were a number of times when I felt like giving up, when I did not want, and when people discouraged me. For example, let me give the example of driving. When I wanted to start driving, I told my husband, and he told, do you know to drive two-wheelers? I said, no. He said, do you know you have no direction sense? And he knew that when I would sit next to him, I would be yelling and shouting. So he said, you don't have any direction sense and it's impossible. So for some time, I believed him. And I said, okay, I cannot, maybe I don't know two-wheeler. But one day, finally, I went to the driving school. I paid the money. I thought, I'm not going to listen to anybody. I paid the money and I said, I want to learn driving. And he started teaching me. And believe me, within a month, I was able to drive well, better than anybody. So where there's a will, there's certainly a way. Do not believe in what others say, even if they're very close to you. believe in your own heart. I wanted badly to drive, and I did learn, and that helped me so much. I could drop my children. I could drop my children whenever they wanted to go for the coaching centers, for swimming classes. So that helped me a lot. It is very important for us to listen to our heart and never to listen to what the people tell you. They may be discouraging you a number of times, but do not listen to that. That's very important. Where there's a will, there is a way. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Geeta, for sharing the story. Next, I would like to call Toastmaster Prashant.
Yes, Sujit.
So topic for you is, what makes you feel accomplished? What makes you feel accomplished? Toastmaster Prashant, over to you.
Good evening, global to my all global impromptu friends. It's a greeting and very nice topic by Sujit. To what makes me feel accomplished? So, I don't know, in this materialistic age, what everyone's want at this moment. So for me, it's also in the starting, when I have no money, then my desire was to I become the millionaire or billionaire, like that. So in this process, I started my job from a very basic level as a teacher, and then I just converted to my journey into my software field. Then I reached at a certain level and even I not reach at the the height of my career, but once I reach at the mid level of career, I think I earn little much, which is is with those money I'm able to sustain for longer. Then now my thinking process changed. So money is not become the the main motto of my life. In previous age, I have no money, then I was thinking, okay, I have to become all the things I have to get in my life, car, Rolls Royce, whatever we're thinking I have. But once I reach at this stage, now my perspective is totally changed. So my now accomplished, maybe my future comes, if whatever I have now, so what way I am going to give back to the society by any means. So by giving back to the society, I feel really very accomplished to help someone else. So that's my motto. In future, if I have become lots of money, or maybe by physically, or by materialistic, I will try to set up an NGO and try to help the others in the society. That's and if I fulfill those dreams, then I feel I'm at least accomplished for my life. Over to you, Sujit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prashant, for sharing your final goal, which is contributing back to the society. At some point of time, it always hits us, like the way it is hitting me right now. So I would move to next. Toastmaster Satya, are you there? Can you unmute yourself?
Yeah.
So the topic for you is, the unexamined life isn't worth living. Toastmaster Satya, the unexamined life isn't worth living. Toastmaster Satya, over to you.
So the topic isn't worth living. Okay. So life, whatever you make it, is all in your hands. Whether you want to make a good out of it, whether you want to take a gold or diamonds out of it, or just sit idle and let things happen, it's all in your hands. And before doing anything, it's all important that you need to understand what you're capable of. Many people say you need to take suggestions from so-and-so people, your parents. Okay, that might help. But at the end of the day, it is you who need to understand what you're capable of and then only proceed further. It is not just that if there is a group of people going towards for example, I'll give an example. If there's a new course launched and 10 people say that, okay, this has bright future, don't just go blindly because 10 people are saying it has a bright future. You understand yourself if you're capable of doing that, if you're in a position to do that, and you think it is benefit to you, then only go further. So understand your abilities. That's the most important thing in your life. Think what you can do and then plan accordingly and then move in the right direction. It is not just that if someone is saying you need to follow. And that's my take on the topic. And over to you, Sujit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Satya. Big round of applause for you. So I'd just like to say the word of the day is accentuate, which means to reduce the effect of. So I request to use that. Is Toastmaster Viva is there? I couldn't see her. Okay, I'll move to the next person. Toastmaster Indu.
Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, Toastmaster Indu. Your topic would be the best way to predict your future is to create it. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Toastmaster Indu, over to you.
I very much good evening to the global impromptu family, and I very much agree with the topic that the best way to predict your future is to create it. So sometimes, like we, when we rely too much on our destiny or hoping that things will work out well and just um, you know, always thinking positive and hoping that things will work out well and things will work out fine. Sometimes we just give away control, and so that's why if on the other hand, if we can, plan things in a certain way and start doing things what we want to do, and visualize that everything will go work out well, but doing things actively, that is the best way, because if we leave things, you know like if we don't take action in the present moment, where we have the most where we have the power, where we have uh, we are equipped with all the skills, and we are able to do things actively, so that is the best way uh, to uh, to create a good future. So I think, yeah, that is what I would like to say. Thank you, Toastmaster. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Indu, for a lovely take. Next, I would request to Toastmaster Aviram to unmute himself. I think he's not there. I will skip the next person. Toastmaster Jaya.
Yeah, a very good evening.
Yeah, madam, a topic for you is to be grown up is a state of mind. Toastmaster Jaya, to be grown up is a state of mind. Toastmaster Jaya, over to you.
To be grown up is a state of mind. Um, a very good evening to Toastmaster members and dear guests. To be grown up is a state of mind. Um, I agree and as well as don't agree. Um, it is how, I guess it is how people treat you, um, and how you behave maturely, the environment, and um, the people who you meet, and how you are treated. That's what I believe, because they are even if you try to talk or behave maturely, looking people around, you're still treated as immature. However much you um, try to be like them, you know. So and I feel it's the people's state of mind. It's their mind how they treat you, right? Not an individual. Like for me, we have to behave. I like to behave and talk and meet people of uh, of all age, culture, and whenever I meet people of above my age, they are like, you're immature, which I hate that. So always treat, no matter age group, treat everyone maturely and talk to them maturely. Then only they will, you know, have better understanding and act and talk maturely. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jaya. Next, I would like to call Toastmaster Zainab. The topic for you is already published. Sorry. There is no fun in mediocrity. There is no fun in mediocrity. Toastmaster Zainab, over to you.
Hello, a very good evening to everyone, and also a very happy Eid Mubarak to everyone who is celebrating. The topic given to me is there is no fun in mediocrity. And I completely agree with this topic. I feel all of us were born to live our extra lives, and that is what makes us so unique and so different. Because imagine if all of us just stuck to the mundane routine that we have, and everyone just did what they think they're supposed to do. Waking up, going to school or offices, doing your part of work, coming back, sleeping. It's the eat, sleep, work, repeat cycle again and again every single day. Then what is your life actually about? At the end of the day, at the end of your life, when you look back at it, what do you actually remember? Or what are the moments you would want to remember because every day just looked the same? So with mediocrity, I feel there's another thing which is attached, which is you being mundane. At least that's the notion that I get from it. And this is why being or living such a mediocre life is actually a fear that I've seen in a lot of people. Because nobody wants their life to just pass by while they're just holding on to things that wouldn't even matter in the end. I'm not saying being work efficient or being able to provide or doing things that help you get out of the loop of procrastination are not important. They obviously are. You need them to live a sustainable life. But at the same time, there should be things in your life that actually make your life exciting. When you wake up, at least this is what I feel. Every day that you wake up, you should at least have one thing that excites you. And before you go to bed, there should at least be 5 things that you or else I feel that day was actually a waste. Because every day that passes is a day we get closer to our end. And regardless of how much we think at a younger age that we have a long life to live ahead, but that's not actually true. Time wasn't actually promised. We don't really know when it could be your last moment in this life. So why do you want to live a mediocre life? Go ahead, live your extra lives because that is why you were born and sent to this earth. At least that's what I believe. So yeah, that would be it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Zainab, for such a lovely take and really sharing us that whenever we get up in the morning, there should be one thing we should be really excited about. And when we go back, there is something we should be grateful for. Thank you so much. Next, I would like to call Toastmaster Supriya. Are you there, Toastmaster Supriya?
Yeah, hi. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are clear. So I'll give you the topic. The greatest glory in living lies not in falling, but rising every time we fall. The greatest glory in living lies not in falling, but in rising every time we fall. Toastmaster Supriya, over to you. Shall I repeat?
I'm so sorry. Yes. Thank you for the wonderful topic, Toastmaster. So my topic is the greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. So yes, I kind of agree with this topic because if we are not trying anything, we are not achieving anything. So it's only once we start trying things, we have a chance of achieving something, and that's when the glory comes. So, and supposedly, if I take an example, the very first time, if I am taking a table topic itself, it's not necessary that I would be able to get each and every topic, but that doesn't mean that it's the end of the story. When I'm coming next time, probably I would be a polished person, and I would be able to say something. And that's how I keep on practicing. And every time I get disturbed with the topic in the sense that I'm not able to answer it or get it, I get back to that and I try to work more on myself and to see how I can improve. So the next time I come back, I do a better performance. I just don't sit back. So every time we get that feeling that no, I was not able to do it, I should do something about it. That is when the real change occurs, and we start working on ourselves. And one day, certainly, we reach to the glory that we are looking for. But with if we stop doing that with the fear of failure, and once if we have fallen and we are not rising back, that is never going to happen. Or if we didn't start at all because we would fail, so there's nothing that is going to happen with us. We are going to be only stuck to the place where we are. No growth, no glory, nothing. So yes, thank you for this wonderful topic. Over to you, topic master. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Next, Toastmaster Naveen is there, or I'll skip to the next one. Toastmaster Dinesh Reddy.
Yeah. Hi, Sujit. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay. Toastmaster Dinesh, the topic for you is success is working from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. It's a quote. I'll repeat. Success is working from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Toastmaster Dinesh, over to you.
Thank you, Sujit, and good evening, everyone. Good evening, Global Impact family. Success is failure to failure, and without losing the enthusiasm. It's like every time you'll fall, you'll have to have that enthusiasm, and you should have the self confidence that you are going to do it. I just take the example of myself how I failed in a couple of times. So I prepared for this exam called GRE, where you can write that exam and you can go to the other countries and you can do the MS masters, right? And I gave it 3 times. I think first time I got score of 300, and then I got score of 302, and then I got score of 305, and I in between I lost the confidence, but that enthusiasm, maybe I took a month or 2 months gap and I gave it again, and I improved a bit. It's not the big score, it's not the great score, and I think people can achieve it easily, but it's again depends on the individual caliber. So the enthusiasm that kept me going, even though I failed a couple of times my target, even I didn't reach the goal, I kept on going, and that's where I recently wrote it again, and I reached score of 312, and that's what I was expecting. So the only thing that moved me is that the enthusiasm, or the final goal that I was looking for, and that's what made me to do. So every time you fail, I think you can again reflect on yourself and proceed further with the with the positive thoughts. That's what I can take it from here. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dinesh, for a lovely talk. Next, I would like to call Toastmaster Santosh. Kindly unmute yourself.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah. So topic for you is be aggressive with your ambition. Toastmaster Santosh. Be aggressive with your ambition. Toastmaster Santosh, over to you.
Hello and thank you and good evening to all of you. I can correlate any topic, any table topic to Steve Jobs. He's my idol and I have read his autobiography at least 3 or 4 times. And as you said, and there should be a burning desire for anything you want to do. This actually I developed this skill in myself little bit, not I cannot say completely, but in myself I developed this skill in last 5-6 years. Earlier, whenever any difficulty is there, I used to get scared in profession or in personal level. I would always think about the end result. What will be the outcome? And outcome will be negative, and then I will be in a. That would give me a stress, lot of stress, and I could not perform better. But later, after reading this biography and focusing only on the problem, focusing only on solving the problem, not thinking about the outcome. All these things, all this kind of work or direction helps you to work freely and solve it. I'm sorry, I missed the topic. Be aggressive. Yeah. So being aggressive about your ambitions, it is the same thing. It applies here as well. Um, if you are not aggressive about your ambitions, then it is like a resolution every year you make on the 31st December. So 31st December, you decide that I'm going to quit this, I'm going to quit this, I'm going to start going to gym every day and all this thing. And within a few weeks, your patience phase out and then you leave it. And for that, the burning desire or ambition is very, very important, without which any person, any human being cannot do anything. Luck can help anyone to a certain extent, but not to such a far extent to become a successful. So ambition and burning desire is very important. My take on this topic is going with your subject or question, be aggressive with your ambitions. Thank you. Over to your table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Santosh, for such a lovely take. Next, I would like to call Toastmaster Samriddhi.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Samriddhi, the topic for you would be keep smiling because life is a beautiful thing and there is so much to smile about. Keep smiling because life is beautiful and there is so much to smile about. Toastmaster Samriddhi, over to you.
Hello and good evening to my impromptu family. Keep smiling because life is a beautiful thing and there's so much to smile about. Well, I feel like so many people out there just don't appreciate their life as much as they should. This to think that I'm not fortunate enough. I used to think what I wish I was so rich and healthy. Sorry, I meant wealthy. And I also used to wish that I looked better at some point. But to be honest, going on, I realized that the much I have, like right now, what I own is actually way more than I think it is. And I'm very fortunate to have it because there are people out there who are so unfortunate that they don't even have the basic necessities. And I think I have more than basic necessities because I get clothes whenever I want, I get food whenever I want. And that's something that you should be very grateful about. And I don't think a lot of people realize this. And they just think that I wish I was wealthy, I wish I was rich. And I think that we should always just be grateful about the life that we have and just be happy about it. Keep smiling that we got a life that is so nice, that we get to eat, we get to sleep, we get to do all this stuff. And I know a lot of people think that studying is bad and studying is hard, but to be honest, studying is really nice too, because so many people don't even have the fortune to study. And so many people out there are uneducated and they really want to study, but they can't because they don't have the money for it. And I think that we should be grateful about each and everything about in our life. And we should keep smiling about that, because life is worth living and you should be grateful about it. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Samriddhi, for sharing the story. I think Girish has left. I think except Amjad Ali, everybody is done. Can you let me know if somebody is left out or missed?
I think all are done.
Yeah, Viva Madam is there. Can I request you to unmute? Toastmaster Viva.
Yes, Toastmaster Suji, I'm here.
Yeah, just 1 minute, madam. So the topic for you is, Toastmaster Viva, the topic for you is, the greatest glory in living lies not in falling, but rising every time we fall. Toastmaster Viva,
Yes.
the greatest glory lies in living. The greatest glory in living lies in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Over to you, Toastmaster Viva.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suji. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all the global impromptu Toastmasters and their guests. I have a topic that is the greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Thank you for this wonderful topic. Let me try whatever I can give my thought. Yeah. See, greatest glory in living lies not in never falling. Falling and rising both are the part of our lives. And one who never falls, one day he or she will have to face that fall in his or her life, because life is not so easy for everybody. One time it gives us a lesson, one time it gives us result, and one time it gives us whatever we want and what effort we have put into our work. So this is, yes, I can say that greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Every time, see, there is a story of a spider and a king. That a king who was there was a king. He was lying in a room and he was looking at the wall, and he was thinking that what will happen next day, because today I have lost the war. And uh, thinking this, he was observing a spider. That spider was again and again trying to reach the ceiling by making a web, and finally he that reached the ceiling and made a beautiful web. And from that spider, that king got the lesson, and next day he went for the war and he won. So we should get the lesson from that spider. And there are many motivational and inspirational stories about which we can think, and if we think about that, one day we will reach the goal, whatever we have targeted. But the thing is, never think about falling, never think about you have risen up, never think. If you are balanced, your mind is balanced in falling, in rising, You will be the winner. You will be the Alexander one day. Thank you. Over to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Viva, for telling us the inspirational story of spider and cobweb. I think last is Toastmaster Amjad Ali. May I request him to unmute? And everything else, everyone else is complete. I hope so.
Yes, sir. I'm here. Thank you.
Yes, sir. The topic for you is, in order to become old and wise, you must first be young and stupid. In order to become old and wise, you must first be young and stupid. Toastmaster Amjad Ali, over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Topic Master. In order to become old and wise, you need to become, you have to become young and stupid first. Whether you become or you don't become, we go through that process. We go through that life of being young and being stupid. It's not about people saying us stupid. Actually, we ourselves realize later in our age, oh my God, how stupid I was. What did I do? I did not look at the people, that people were looking at me. I did this stupid thing. Sorry for repeating this word again and again, but this is my topic. So, ladies and gentlemen, actually we go through all these childish stuff. But these childish stuff are stupid stuff, actually make us wise. And later we can teach our kids, teach our generations to not to do what we have gone through. But they don't listen to it. Remember, they're also children, they're also young, they're also youth, they also have to go through such stupid things. So it's a life game for every single person. Some people listen to it, some people don't. But one lesson I would like to give you, which I learned from somebody very wise, I don't remember his name, but somebody asked him a question, Mr. XYZ, you have written and read many books, thousands of books perhaps. If you want to give one lesson to everyone who's listening to you, what would be that lesson out of these writing books and reading books? He said, learn from others' experiences. Learn from others' experiences, which we don't really do, honestly speaking. If you tell me, I'm just don't go there, that place is not worth going. And I would say, come on, man, don't just teach me. I want to go there and learn about it. I gotta get a slap, I waste my time, waste my resources, and come back and say, oh my God, this guy was right. I would have listened to him. This is what we do all the time. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, these such things are kind of stupid things, are childish, are something which are not appreciated later when we kind of become wise. Ladies and gentlemen, this is part of process, part of game, part of life. Enjoy whatever you feel like, but make sure the price is yours. You are paying the price, not other people are paying the price of your stupid things. Are my make sure at least something is happening for the society that will help you become everlasting. Our people will remember you forever. That's what normally people say. Our elders pray for us that you live thousands of years. We cannot live for thousands of years physically, but when we do something for the society, people remember us. That's actually meant living for thousands of years. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your life and have fun. Make sure you do something for people. Thank you, sir.
A big round of applause for DTM Amjad Ali for sharing a lesson. Learn from others' experience. And there could be nothing better than this. So thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to be a table topic speaker. Finally, I would like to hand over this virtual podium back to Toastmaster Amjad Ali. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sujit. Really appreciate it. Can we all give him a big hand before we give him a topic to speak on? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, Sujit, for helping us out and making 177th successful session. Who would like to give a topic to Toastmaster Sujit? Please go ahead. Who is that? Give him a nice topic because he has given us nice topics.
Yes,
I can't see you all, but could you please give me my topic?
Toastmaster Vibha has raised the hand.
All right, Toastmaster Viva, please go ahead.
Yeah, Toastmaster Sujit, for you the topic is, what would be the gift you want to give a stranger? What would be the gift you want to give a stranger? Over to you.
As a human being, we have very limited resource to give back to any of the individual. We can talk about a lot of material things, about wealth, about resources which we have. But I think one thing that can make an impact to anybody's life is education. If we can make a people to learn how to make their living, how to live a happier and joyous life, I think there could be nothing better than that. And the topic and my take would be is to give back somebody education, a learning system to them, and with a smile. Even if a stranger come back to us and we don't have enough resources to give back to, all it can take and what we can do and give back is a smile. So my take would be to smile back at an individual and do whatever best is possible within that particular moment. That's it from my end. Back to you, Toastmaster Vibha.
Thank you so much, sir. You have spoken rightly. Two things you have to give. That is, you have a big heart. So over to you, to DTM Amjad Ali.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Viva. And ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together again for Toastmaster Sujit J for managing this 177th session, where we are all learn from each other. This is how we improve every single day. No matter how old we are, but at least we are learning every single day from one another. Ladies and gentlemen, with that power vested in me as a host of this very meeting, I attend the meeting. Stay blessed, stay safe. Bye-bye. Rita ma'am, you can stop recording.
Amjad sir, I have a word. Can I say?